That's the lone positive. Here comes Marner. Fire and scores! It's 47 seconds in!
Hello everyone, and welcome back to NHL Vlogs, and in today's video is going to be a little bit of a different kind of post-game reaction video. Obviously, I'm going to be doing a post-game recap on the All-Star game that I attended on Saturday, but I'm also going to be recapping the other 2 days, Thursday and Friday, the things I did, and how I felt about it. It's basically going to be an event review for all 3 events, including the post-game reaction for the All-Star game that I attended as well. And yeah, this video is going to be a little bit different. So yeah, if it's a little bit different and if it's a little bit long, I apologize, guys. But yeah, so basically that's going to be the video today. I'm going to be basically recapping everything I did during the 2024 NHL All Star Weekend in Toronto. And yeah, that was huge. I mean, honestly, it was huge to get the All Star game, if I'm being honest. It was great. It was great because we haven't had it in like 24 years. So, it was pretty special that we got it this year. And I'm quite glad that we got it as well, because they're not even planning to do it next year. They're planning to do a Four Nations face-off thing, and then the NHL players are going to be going back to the Olympics in 2026. So that's pretty huge, and also 2030. So that's pretty huge. But yeah, that's big news. That's really good news. But yeah, overall, it was a good weekend. I did enjoy it. But anyways, guys, before I get further into it, before I get further into my overall thoughts and feelings on the weekend and everything I did, just want you guys to please leave a like on the video, scratch out for new, hit notifications, leave your comments down below if you guys have any thoughts on the events I went to. If you guys are any of the events, Fanfare, All-Star Thursday, or the game itself, All-Star game, leave in the comment section below. I'd like to hear from you guys down there. Anyways, guys, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Let's just get right into it. So, we're going to start with Thursday. We're going to start with the first day of the Fanfare on Thursday. So, basically, I'm just going to recap what I did each day. So, basically, went down to Toronto. It was me and my grandpa. So, we went down to Toronto, went to the Metro Toronto Convention Center. And it was a little bit confusing the first day. I will be honest, guys. It was a little bit of a confusing first day because I didn't really know what to expect. I had no idea what to expect, what was going to happen or what was going on. But yeah, so we went in. A bit of a confusing line. That part was a little bit confusing. But then we got in, got our ticket scanned, took a couple photos. Yeah, there was a photo area. So we did that. And then we went into the fair itself in the lower level of the Metro Toronto Convention Center. I think it was only in one area. I think it was in Hall E, if you guys know the convention center. It was in Hall E, so we just went in there. The first thing I saw was all those hockey sticks that I saw outside of Scotiabank Arena too. It looked amazing. And also you had the banners, the banners of all 32 teams, and that was really cool. That part was cool. I mean, when I first walked in, I was like, oh man, this is amazing. Then they had a bunch of different activities, obviously. They had Scotiabank area, and they were all sponsored too, because I saw a Cheetos area. We got free Cheetos and popcorn kind of Cheetos as well. That was cool. And then we got free Oreos, and then there's a Pepsi section. It's almost like a shuffleboard area where you shoot the puck. You gotta try to put it in the middle, and you get free Pepsi there too. So yeah, there was actually being a lot of free stuff, being a lot of free food to be going around for sure there. But yeah, so you got Cheetos, you got Oreos. There's an Oreo thing, we were playing, I didn't film any of me playing the activities, but yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. The first day especially, yeah, it was fun. I mean, even the lineups weren't that busy because the mascots were there. I also saw the mascots when we first got into. That was pretty cool to see the mascots there too, but yeah, that was really fun. The mascots were there, right? That was fun. They were doing some kind of mascot red carpet the first day, I think. And then there was even some players going by as well. I didn't get any videos of that. But yeah, there were players going by as well. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then, so we did the activities, right? We did all that. And then, yeah, so you just did all that. And then there was some ticket thing. I was telling you guys about that. It's basically, if you get a gold ticket, there's a chance you get free All-Star tickets. So yeah, I was trying to get that actually. So we could have went for free, but we didn't go for free, guys. We ended up having to pay. We actually did pay to go to the All-Star game. I'm surprised there was even still tickets available, to be honest with you guys. And we got really good seats, too, considering it was, last minute. I mean, considering, it was just, a last-minute decision. I'm glad I made that decision, not going to lie, and you guys will know why in a moment. But, yeah, first day, overall, really good. For the fair, it was really fun. Really cool to see the activities. They're also like even providing like free ice cream as well. That was really good. Like the ice cream they're providing, I literally had like 2 different like flavors on. Like I had one Thursday, one Friday, and they were both good. Oh man. The ones I got were really good. There was like one with cookie, like it was like a cookie one, and then there was one with like brownies in it. So that was good as well. That was really good. So I like that as well. But it was good. A lot of free stuff. So yeah, it was fun for sure. It was definitely fun. But yeah, so that basically what happened on the first day. So then after that, we went to Scotiabank Arena for the All Star Thursday event, and yeah. One thing that they really should tell people that you can't bring that free food in the arena because we kind of made that mistake because like we didn't hide all the food and stuff. I mean, it would have been impossible anyway, so they ended up taking the free stuff. But don't worry, guys, we did get more on Friday, so that wasn't a problem. But yeah, they kind of need to warn people about that, though. If I'm being honest, that's something that they should have done, especially for people that don't know how strict the security is here, especially in the Scotiabank Arena. I mean, if it was the Blue Jays All-Star, it wouldn't even matter. Oh, yeah, they let you bring food in there, but yeah, they took the free stuff away from us for the first day, so. But yeah, we went to the arena. It was good, I really liked the outside of the arena as well, like the way it was decorated. It looked cool. Even like the gates had like stars on it, even like in the back area. I even saw like that like on Friday. Oh, that was cool. Like it was all like decorated for All-Star. That looked really cool. It looked good. Like, they had it all, they did everything. They, like, transformed the entire Scotiabank Arena to make it All-Star themed, and they did a good job with it, if I'm being honest. The lights, the colors were, like, multi-color, like, All-Star colors, too. That was really cool. I mean, I really like Scotiabank Arena's signs because it's, like, because you can, like, change the sign to any colors you want for any event. Like, even the special events, you can, like, change the signs. Like, for St. Pat's, they change it for green, right? Leafs games, blue, Raptors, red, or whatever, gold, like multicolor like that, like for the All-Star. Like they do it all. They do like literally every kind of color. Like I'm telling you, it's amazing that they can like just take a sign and they can like put all the colors in it for different events. That's really cool. Yeah, outside looked really nice. I like the decorations. It looked good. It honestly looked really good. The arena itself, pretty much the same concourse always. So, and we had really good seats for the first event as well. We were in section 119, and we were actually in the golds. This was actually in the gold seats, so I've actually sat in the gold seats for the very first time that night, too, because I never got to sit in the gold seats before. Really good spot for the All-Star Player Draft and the Leafs Alumni Ceremony and the PWHL 3-on-3. But yeah, let's get into the All-Star Draft first. So, yeah, we'll get into the All-Star Draft. So, basically, there was 4 teams, so it was Team Hughes, basically representing the Metropolitan Division. So basically, I think each division had like their own player, like and each like each division had like their own player basically because Jack Hughes plays for the Devils, so obviously that's an Eastern Conference team. Even though Quinn Hughes plays for Vancouver, and they were taking a lot of Vancouvers on the Team Hughes, and they also had like Michael Bublé there for that team, for like the celebrity one, like celebrity captain they called it. But that was pretty cool, seeing Michael Bublé in person for the first time in my life, so that was really cool. They made some decent picks, Team Hughes, and I'm actually just going to go by each team, actually, what they did, so yeah. So I'll actually do it like that. I was going to go like saying all the teams at once, but I'm just going to go by what each team did, so. Yeah, they were taking a lot of Vancouver players, which was honestly smart at the time, because Vancouver's the best Canadian team right now. They're a really good team. So, it makes sense that they're picking, and even Michael Bublé likes Canucks. So it makes sense, right? It makes sense. And even like Quinn Hughes from the Canucks too. So it all makes sense. It's basically, they were basically doing all the Canucks on like one team except for Lindholm, who literally just got traded. Like literally he was supposed to be the representative for Calgary, but then he got traded to Vancouver. Literally just before the All-Star Thursday. And I also got to see him in the first time in the Canucks jersey too. That looked really cool. He looked good in the Canucks jersey, if I'm being honest with you guys. I mean, you guys got a good player, Vancouver. I mean, you guys will probably go deep now. I mean, now you got a really good player like Lindholm, even though you got to give Kuzmenko. I think that's still really good, to be honest, Vancouver. But it was really cool to see him in the Canucks jersey for the first time. So, I'll admit that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But, yeah, got to see the player draft, got to see Hughes, what they got to do. And then we had Team Matthews, obviously, the home team. We're in the Matthews jersey right now, but yeah, that was really good. I like the Team Matthews. We had Justin Bieber as our celebrity guy. Obviously makes sense. Good friends with Matthews, obviously. And we had Morgan Riley as the assistant captain as well. And yeah, also all the teams had assistant captains as well. I think for Hughes, I think it was Pedersen, and maybe Quinn Hughes as well. I'm not sure on that. I think it was probably Quinn Hughes, and I think Pedersen was up there too from the beginning. So they had like 4 guys on that team. But then literally right out of the gate, we got William Nylander, Mitch Marner. Then we got Jake Ottinger. I mean the goalies were actually doing pretty good as well. I was unsure about Matthews' goalie choices at first, but Shesterkin and Ottinger, they were actually doing pretty good. I wish we could have them on the Leafs. You know how much better we would be if we had Shesterkin, like for real. But yeah, he did. Actually, Matthews did some good choices in net. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit unsure because I was probably gonna root for Matthews' team, but. I ended up did. Obviously, you guys knew I did. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, goalies did better than I was expecting, actually, for our team, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, then unfortunately, we also got Barzal. That was tough. And then Philip Forsberg from Nashville. That was a pretty good pickup, too. He did pretty good in the game as well. And yeah, overall, not too bad. And then who else did we pick? I think Trocheck. You know what's dumb, though? Honestly, I find the end part kind of silly. What they did with the cards and everything. Like, they should have honestly did another pick, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I would have picked Trocheck or if I would have done... I don't think I would have done Hurdle. I would have rather Bjorkstrand on our team, to be honest with you guys. I would have rather it been Bjorkstrand on our team. Maybe he did score. I mean, I don't think Trocheck did score any goals, actually. So I think I would have probably wanted Bjorkstrand because he's a Kraken player. I like the Kraken a little bit more. But, I mean, it's not bad, right? I mean, I mean, who was the other guy that was last year? I don't even remember. But, yeah, I mean, that was kind of silly in my opinion, like that part of it. And what was also funny with Team Hughes that they literally were supposed to pick a goalie. They were forcing them to pick, like, Cam Talbot, and then it was, like, Brock Besser, but they couldn't do him. So they had to pick the goalie first because everyone needed 2 goalies, obviously. Of course, every team needed 2 goalies. So, yeah, that was a bit funny. Yeah, there was a lot of funny moments, to be honest, in that. Even, like, Justin Bieber, like, that was pretty cool seeing him as well. And then the other teams in the West, Nathan McKinnon had his team, Team McKinnon, the yellow one. And then Matthews, just to say that Matthews was the blue jerseys and Hughes was red jerseys. Just in case, I didn't say that. So, anyways, we got the yellow jerseys, for McKinnon. And then, Tate McRae. Don't really know who she is, though. I know she did do that, that kind of, second period intermission show during the game. And I actually wasn't able to film that because I was getting some food, so I'm sorry about that, guys. I really apologize. But I will say it was pretty cool. One of the parts I did see, it was pretty cool. And you can even, honestly, guys, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I literally felt the heat from, the fire part, when there was, fire from that on my face. I'm not even lying, guys. I was looking right at it and, literally... I mean, it was insane. It was, I think, even, in Calgary Flames games, I would probably feel the same, because I know the Flames obviously have all those flames there as well. And they say you can feel the heat there, too, so just a little bit of a reference there. But, yeah, Team McKinnon, they did pretty good. They got Crosby, and Crosby wasn't able to be there, so they had that kid. That was pretty cool as well. But, yeah, they made some decent picks as well. They did Georgiev, makes sense. So they're picking, Avalanche players. So, I mean, that was pretty cool. So, yeah, that was pretty cool for McKinnon, too. And then Team McDavid, obviously, probably the best team on paper, to be honest. If I'm being honest, McDavid was probably the best player on paper, to be honest with you guys. Even, in the All-Star skills, he did really good, obviously. Dominated in that, got the fastest skater again, obviously. And won the whole thing, got the $1 million in that. But, yeah, he had his team as well. He had Will Arnett. Yeah, Will Arnett. I don't know. I think he's an actor. I think they said he was an actor, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe, I don't know if he sings or if he's just actor. I don't know. Apparently he's Canadian. He's famous. I don't know too much about him. But, they made some decent picks too. He was even a Leafs fan, which is that was actually kind of funny, to be honest. But honestly, it makes sense that we have Bieber. But yeah, that's pretty funny that he was actually a Leafs fan, but he was on Team McDavid. And then they were picking all the players I didn't like. They got the 2 Floridas, They got both Reinhardt and Brodsky. Not a huge fan of those guys. Obviously, Suzuki as well. We were booing Suzuki. We were giving it to Suzuki a little bit, but if I'm being honest. But there was quite a few Habs fans there, though. I will be honest. At the whole thing, there was quite a few Habs fans, which... What are you going to do? I mean, they're in Toronto. I mean, what are you going to do, right? I mean, it's nothing you can do. I mean, they're Habs fans are a historic franchise. There's going to be a lot of fans there, so it makes sense, but... Got Suzuki, got a few other guys, I'm trying to remember who they picked, but... Oh, yeah, they picked... No, actually, Kucherov was on team. Team Houston. I also want to say Kucherov, man, he was such a troll. If I'm being honest, he was like trolling the whole thing. Like it was honestly funny, and we were booing him really bad too. I mean, honestly, Kucherov, man, yeah, he really got it from the fans, and I was giving it to him as well. Even after what he did at the, it's not even because of Tampa. It's literally just because he didn't care, and he obviously didn't have a good attitude towards it either. But a lot of people are not happy about his behavior. I don't blame him one bit, but yeah, they picked some players, see McDavid, they were in the white jerseys, and yeah. And overall, I will say the jerseys, they're not they're not the best All-Star, but they're not bad. I'll be honest, they're not terrible, if I'm being honest, Honestly, they could have did a little bit of a better job, but it's not bad. For an All-Star, I mean, what do you expect? They're only going to wear it for the game, so they're only going to wear it for the game itself and the player draft, obviously, but yeah, I mean, not much to write home about the jerseys, it's not. They're not great, but they're not bad. I'll say that. It could be better, could be worse, to be honest. But, anyways, player draft ended, the silly way with the envelopes. It didn't make sense to me. They should have picked one more time. But, yeah, the overall player draft was pretty good. I'll give that a pretty good, I'll give that a pretty good ring. So, it was good. Overall, you know what? Player draft, not too bad. I mean, it was there was some silly parts, but other than that, it was pretty funny, though, the way they reacted, everything, especially with that mispick with Besser from Team Hughes. But, overall, not bad for the player draft. But anyways, moving on to the Leafs alumni part. That was pretty cool, from the 1967 championship team, of course, last time. We won the cup. I know, guys, I know. Let's not even start that conversation. But that was cool, we saw Ty Domi, obviously. Max Domi's father, obviously, used to play for the Leafs as well. So got to see him live. That was pretty cool to see him. Got to see a few other members. Got to see Dave Keon as well. That was really cool. He's a Leafs legend as well. And he's retired in the Raptors as well. So that's really special. And then they basically handed out a Man of the Year award. I didn't get that whole ceremony because it was going to be way too boring for you guys. They were mainly just talking. It was Ron McLean there too. But yeah, it wasn't much. I mean, it was just mainly just handing out the award. That was probably the main part of it. So yeah, I was trying not to make it too boring, and I really apologize if all these vlogs were really long. They're all, other than the Friday one, the other two over an hour. So I really do apologize for the length of the videos. But I mean, you guys are still watching, so I really do appreciate that. If you guys have really watched I mean, you guys don't have to watch it all if you just want to watch the good parts. I don't really blame you, but yeah, overall, if it was too long, I'm sorry about that, guys. I really do apologize, but anyways, then moving on to the final event of the evening for Thursday, All-Star Thursday, the PWHL Showcase. Yeah, it was pretty cool, even we had the national anthems too, from Natalie Morris, that was pretty cool. And then, the intros. I only know a few players in the PWHL. I know Sarah Nurse, plays for Toronto, obviously. And they don't have last name, it's just they just call PWHL Toronto, PWHL Montreal, PWHL Boston, and then Minnesota as well, and Ottawa, and New York. I think there's only 6 teams. I think that's it. I think it's Toronto, Minnesota, Boston, Montreal, and New York. So yeah, so that's basically the teams for the PWHL. They did a whole thing to introduce all the players. Yeah, and they had Kendall Coyne there too. I only know a few female players, so I do apologize if I don't know many, but I do know Sarah Nurse, as well. And Poulain, Mary-Philip Poulain. I actually heard a lot about her as well. From Montreal, yeah. I did hear about her as well. But yeah, the game went on, that was a pretty good game. I didn't stay for the end part of it, guys, so I do apologize. But it was pretty good. Even a player got a hat trick. I forgot her name. I'm sorry, guys. I know one of the players on Team Kane had a hat trick. I do know that. They were, throwing the gloves on the ice. Even, I mean, I'm surprised the fans were throwing hats. See that? Actually, one person threw the hat and then the goalie gave it back. That was kind of funny, but that was cool. Whoever, I forgot her name, but, congrats to her for the hat trick, obviously. But that was pretty cool. It was a 5-3 game, 5-3 win for Team Kane, and the other team was Team Kloss, obviously. But yeah, I filmed some parts of it. I didn't film it all, obviously, just to save on storage. And I didn't stay for the end part of it, too, so I apologize about that. But, overall, first day was pretty good. Overall, had a good time. It was fun. All-Star Thursday was good. Honestly, yeah, it was good. It was on everything that did happen there was pretty good overall. Had a good day the first day. And then the second day, Friday, the day I went, the second on Friday. So went back to the fanfare. went to the Hockey Hall of Fame section. They had all the trophies there. So they had, like, you know, the Art Ross President's Trophy. Rocky Richard Matthews won that one. I think the Hart Trophy. They basically had them all. William Jennings Trophy. All those trophies. Like, literally, they're all there. It was really cool. I think I also saw them in the Hockey Hall of Fame as well, if you guys remember that vlog. And then I also got a picture, once again, with the Stanley Cup. I did get a picture with it at the Hall of Fame itself as well. And it's the real deal. It's the real cup. I touched it again. Hopefully, the real Leafs will touch that one day. We'll see about that at some point, hopefully. But, yeah, guys. But, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. We mainly just did the Hall of Fame, did some of the same stuff. So, pretty much the All-Star Fanfare. Pretty much all the same other than the Hall of Fame. But, overall, really cool. It was really fun on Friday as well. And that's pretty much all that happened on Friday. But anyways, moving on to the big day. Moving on to the really big day. And it was Saturday for the All-Star Game. The NHL 2024 All-Star Game itself. And this was probably the best day ever for me. I mean, I'm telling you, on Friday, you know, we were at the fair. They asked me if I want to go with my grandparents. I said yes. I'm like, you know, it's footage, but you know what? It's not a big deal. So I said yes to it, got tickets, got a really good ticket to the 300 level, 320 row 9, really good. Really good seats. I mean, I'm telling you, actually, like, for last-minute tickets, really good. And I actually have something to say to you guys. It's kind of hilarious about these seats. Apparently, one of the seats, like, nearest was broken. So somebody, like, during the shootout, I don't know if you guys heard any of the drilling, but yeah, there was a guy fixing the seat. I don't think I've ever seen that. I mean, that was kind of hilarious, to be honest, but apparently, like, one of the people, like, beside us had a problem with the seat. The guy came fix it. And yeah, you don't see that every day, guys, that's for sure. But just a little bit of a thought. But really good view, really good spot. It's almost like where we sit for normal Leafs games in 321. But yeah, a little bit higher too, row 9. But it was really good. You saw the scoreboard nice, saw the ice. Really good, a really good spot. And yeah, so we're going to get to my overall thoughts and feelings on the game. So overall, really cool, really cool. And there was a lot of jerseys that day. I mean, I saw so many different jerseys like the whole weekend as well. Like, I literally saw at the game, I saw Avalanche, Montreal, Ottawa. I saw a few Ottawa. I saw Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. I saw Washington. Saw a couple of Bald Eagle Washington ones. That was pretty cool. Yeah, there was a lot of different fans coming from different parts, even some Chicago fans with Bedard jerseys, Yeah, that was pretty cool. There was a lot of different, like, fans there as well. That was the other cool thing about the weekend. Just seeing everyone, like, come out, even Stars fan there. I think I even saw a Coyotes jersey, one Ducks jersey as well. Not sure about the Kraken, I'm not sure, but I saw quite a few teams. I saw quite a few teams there as well, which is really cool, and honestly brings every fan base together in one city for a weekend, honestly, just to take back the rivalries a little bit, like take things a little bit down a notch a little bit, But it was pretty cool, it was really cool to see all the different jerseys as well. I mean, some jerseys, not a huge fan of, but some, yes. Some I did like, some I didn't like, for teams in general, not because of the jersey, just mainly the teams. But, pretty cool to see all the jerseys as well. Overall, that was really cool. So, yeah, we went to the arena, went to Scotiabank Arena again, for a nice Saturday afternoon All-Star game. Yeah, got the 300 level. The players were, like, taking some pictures. Justin Bieber was even on the ice, which was really cool. So they went around the ice, did some warm-ups, saw the warm-ups, and, yeah. Saw the warm-ups, and then they did a bit of a video intro, then they started the intros. And the intros were really cool. They had DJs there called Loud Luxury. I think they're from Toronto somewhere. But they had the DJs, they had smoke coming out of it as well, which was really cool. Like that part. And then they were, like, introducing all the players. All the players are coming out, saluting the fans. And, yeah, so that's basically what was happening. So, yeah, they're, like, for both games. Like, before Game 1 and 2, they obviously didn't do it for the last game. They introduced all the players. It was really cool. And the announcer, I know that announcer does the All-Star every year, which is really cool. And also the other thing that was cool, that Mike Ross, like, what was the really cool part? The players from the other teams, especially when Mike Ross was announcing, like, it almost felt like they were Leafs. Like, DeBrincat, Barzal. It felt like they were all members of the Leafs. Because he was basically announcing them like he would announce, like, Leafs players. Like, the home players, like... Because, like, he puts a lot more, like, Mike Ross always puts, like, more enthusiasm into Leafs players, and he always, like, makes it good. And then for the visiting players, he just says the name normally. But, yeah, it's kind of cool that he actually put, like, all that, enthusiasm into the players that are not even from the Leafs as well. Like, all that, like, energy that he puts into announcing, that was really cool as well. Like, for the lineups, and then they did the starting lines before the games as well. And, yeah, It was really cool. Overall, liked the loud luxury. I liked it. It was really cool. I liked the decorations in the arena as well. That was really cool. They had all the teams shown, so it was a really cool event, overall, really fun. I mean, there wasn't really too much, like, stuff to do, like, in the concourse. It was just, like, the concourse pretty much normal, but, everything looked good. The scoreboard looked cool. Even the numbers looked a little bit different as well. They were, like, a little bit different fonts or something, or, like, bolded, but overall, the scoreboard was pretty good as well. Pretty cool with the colors and everything. And, yeah, overall, it was pretty good. But anyways, guys, I'm going to recap each game right now. I did actually write all the stats from the games as well, like I normally do, so we're going to begin with Game 1, and it was Team McDavid versus Team McKinnon. And Team McDavid would end up getting the win in the first game. The final score would be Team McDavid 4 and Team McKinnon 3 in a shootout. And yeah, unfortunately, once again, 2 of these games went into a shootout, of course. And I'm still not out of this. I'm still not even out of this darn not even like beyond regulation stuff, like overtime shootout. I have honestly had enough of this, guys. I'm not even lying. Like, shootouts used to be so rare for me, guys. I'm not even lying to you guys. It used to be so uncommon for me. Now it's, like, so common this year. It's just so weird. Like, this year has been so weird for me with this. Like, always seeing a overtime game or a shootout game. Yeah, that was Game 1, yeah. McDavid took the game 4-3. And the shootout was also a comeback, too, which was really cool. So, basically, McKinnon choked the lead. But you guys will see what happened in a moment, or you guys will hear what happened. But overall, first game pretty good. It was pretty cool to see McDavid, McKinnon, Crosby, guys I don't normally get to see. So it was pretty cool to see them all out there playing to, all in different teams. Even Leon Draisaitl, I've never seen him play either. So it was really cool to see him for the first time as well. And yeah, it was really cool to see all those guys. It was really cool to see him out there. And yeah, overall, it was good. First game, it was a lot of defense. I was expecting a lot more goals from these games as well. That's another thing to note, but yeah, I wasn't expecting, like, so much defense as well. Like, that's the main thing I wasn't expecting as well. But anyways, guys, let's get to the recap of the first game. So let me get the paper let me just bring it a little closer so I can see. Okay, guys, so we will begin with the first period of play. So again, with period 1, and yeah, by the way, guys, before I get into this, basically how it worked, it was like, so I'm just going to say how it worked real quick. So basically it was like 2 periods, 10 minutes per period. So it's almost like one game was basically like 1 period in a regular game. So that's basically it. So yeah, first period was 10 minutes, second period was 10 minutes, and then if it was tied, obviously goes to a shootout, which happened in this game. But anyways, guys, let's get into the scoring real quick. But anyways, guys, yeah, let's just do that. So let's begin with the first period of play, and Team McKinnon would get the first goal of the game, be by Nathan McKinnon himself. Yes, it would be by Nathan McKinnon. It was a nice breakaway. It was pretty good. Yeah, that was the first goal of the event as well. First goal of the afternoon. The assist would be by McCarr, his teammate from Colorado, and Sidney Crosby, making it a 1-0 game for Team McKinnon. Good start for them. That was a good start for them. They got some energy going in the team. So that was pretty cool. Really cool to see Nate McKinnon score for the very first time. So that was really good. Also, Mr. Blue Jay Owen saw him score at his game leads for Avalanche as well. So shout out to you there. Yeah, that gave Team McKinnon a 1-0 lead. And then Team McDavid would answer. After that, it would be by Boo Jenner getting the first goal for Team McDavid, and that would be assisted by Nick Suzuki and Thomas Hertl. So yeah, Nick Suzuki obviously from Habs, and then Hertl from the Sharks, you guys don't know. And that would tie the game at 1. Good for Jenner. I did see him score a hat-trick in Columbus as well when I did go. I did see him there, so pretty cool to see him score again. So that was pretty cool to see him score again in this game, so that was pretty cool. Played the Columbus song. Also, yeah, that was really cool as well. With all the songs, like the horns, the goal horns are basically like, for like Team McKinnon, obviously he's from the Avalanche, so they played the Avalanche horn. McDavid's horn, obviously the Oilers horn. And then Team Hughes had the Devils horn, Jack Hughes. I think he was supposed to play, but he got injured. And then Matthews, I think it was the real Leafs horn for Team Matthews, by the way. I think we actually did play the real horn, so just a note there. But yeah. So Boo Jenner from Suzuki and Hertl to tie the game. And that would be the score after the first period play. 1-1, not bad, not bad. Both teams are tied. So that's a pretty good start for both teams. All right, guys, moving on to the second period of play. We'd have a lot more scoring in this period, so let's get going. So Team McKinnon would get the scoring started in the second period, maybe by Oliver Bjorkstrand. Yeah, Oliver Bjorkstrand. We got the next goal for Team McKinnon, the second goal for them. The assist would be by Travis Konechny and Elias Lindholm. Making a 2-1 game for Team McKinnon. Pretty good for Bjorkstrand. The Seattle Kraken player. I also saw him in Columbus as well. And I saw him, when I saw the Kraken for the first time against the Leafs as well. So that was pretty cool. Seen him a couple times already. See him score in this one, so that was really cool. So that making a 2-1 game for Team McKinnon, and then the next goal for Team McKinnon be by Nathan McKinnon himself once again. And assist be by Crosby and McCarr. Actually, both guys are the same for assists, but the other way around. And that making a 3-1 game for Team McKinnon. So really good, a 3-1 lead for, Team McKinnon. The captain himself, Nate McKinnon, getting it done. Nathan McKinnon, getting it done for his team. Gotta appreciate that. Then make it a 3-1 game, and now here comes the choke. Because Team McDavid would get the next goal in the game. It'd be by David Pastrnak from the Boston Bruins, and the assist would be by Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, and that would make it a 3-2 game. Just like that. And it was pretty much at the last minute as well. They got like 2 goals in a minute. But yeah, David Pastrnak got the first one in that last minute, and there was an empty net as well. I mean, like, literally, they could have iced him, McKinnon, if they just had possession, but they couldn't get that possession. But yeah, that made it a 3-2 game. And then Team McDavid would end up tying the game. It'd be by Connor McDavid himself to tie the game at 3. The assist would be by Pastrnak and Draisaitl. Literally the exact same 3 guys, just different. Pastrnak and McDavid basically switched from goal to assist. And that making a tie game at 3 apiece. And yep, and that'd be it after regulation, 3-3 tie. And we move on to the shootout. So we'll begin with round 1 of the shootout. The first shot in the shootout being by Connor McDavid himself. And he would score, giving Team McDavid a 1-0 lead. So yeah, there you go. Team McDavid got the first shot. McDavid got it in to give the Team McDavid a 1-0 lead. Then the McKinnon shot would be by Crosby. That'd be a save. And then moving on to the second round, Leon Draisaitl got a shot. That'd be stopped. And then Team McKinnon himself got a shot, and that'd be a save. And then moving on to the final round of the shootout, round 3, Team McDavid would be up, and David Pastrnak would get the game-winning goal. And that would be it. The Team McDavid would take the first game 4-3, and they'd be advancing to see, and then basically the winner of Hughes versus Matthews would take on Team McDavid. And that's a tough one, seeing McKinnon out early, even for Tate McRae as well. I mean, that's tough. But, at least you got to do the, that intermission show. So, I mean, at least let's look at it that way. But tough start, tough start for the Avalanche fans and basically, Crosby fans as well that wanted to see them do well. They were the first team eliminated. So, you can't win them all, right? Even with talent, you can't win them all. So, good try by, Team McKinnon, but it just wasn't enough. But anyways, guys, let's move on to the second game of this. Yeah, let's move on to the second game. We're moving on to game 2. It'll be by, it's going to be Matthews versus Hughes. So that's going to be the second game that we're going to be recapping. So, yeah, guys. So we're moving on to game 2. And, yeah, so once again, before the second game, they were doing the intros again, obviously. And, yeah, also the fans are getting really loud for the Leafs players as well. So that was pretty cool. And also another thing, one more thing about the McKinnon. And when Nathan McKinnon scored those 2 goals, we actually got to hear, like, the Leafs version of the Avalanche song. Like, basically, like, the Avalanche version of the Leafs' other song, right? Like, not the Panama one, like, the original, like, the main song, like, the dupe song. So, yeah, that was pretty interesting as well to hear the other version of it. I'm telling you, it was literally a copy, I'm telling you. Like, we literally just made it a little bit different. We just made it a little bit faster, which is really the only difference. But overall with the song, I mean, it's not the exact same, it's a little bit different, but anyways, guys, let's move on to the recap of game 2, and we'll begin with the final score. Team Matthews would get the win in this one, just barely, and would also be in a shootout. The final score would be Team Matthews 6 and Team Hughes 5 in a shootout, and 11 goals, a lot of goals in the second game. A lot of goals in this second game, that's for sure. But Team Matthews, the home team, got the win, so that's really good. Basically the Leafs team, so we got the dub. Moving on to play, obviously we moved on to play Team McDavid. And that was really good. I mean, second game was really good. Honestly, second game was probably the most entertaining game of the 3, to be honest. But anyways, guys, so let's get into the scoring with this one. I'm gonna do this really fast, guys. I already know the video's getting really long, but anyways, guys, let's get into the scoring real quick. So we get with the first period play, and Team Hughes unfortunately got the first goal. The game would be by Nikita Kucherov, the guy that we were booing a lot. It would be by Nikita Kucherov, and that'd be unassisted, giving Team Hughes a 1-0 lead. Very unfortunate start, obviously. Already not happy with Kucherov. And that was tough, and he was obviously like waving the fans. Like he liked the booing. Apparently he really liked the boos, which That's tough, but anyways. Yeah, Kucherov gave Team Hughes a 1-0 lead. And then moving on to the next goal, game beat by Team Matthews, he beat by Alex DeBrincat. Alex DeBrincat to tie the game from the Detroit Red Wings. I know it's a little bit tough. I don't really like the Red Wings, but I mean, DeBrincat, I kind of like respect him a little bit because he played for Chicago too. So, I mean, honestly, I don't really hate DeBrincat, but anyways, he assists me by Philip Forsberg and Matthew Barzal. That tied the game at 1. So, really good. We got the game even, so that's really good. Alex DeBrincat, tying the game. He did really good in the game, too. Honestly, DeBrincat really did good in this game as well, but it was tied the game. Moving on to the next goal in the game, be by Team Hughes again, be by Frank Vetrano from the Ducks. And the assist would actually be by Talbot, which is the goalie, obviously, for LA. And obviously the goalie of Team Hughes as well, which is really cool that we actually got to see a goalie assist. And then Quinn Hughes, I think Quinn Hughes was playing in this one because Hughes got the other assist, and that would give Team Hughes a 2-1 lead. That was it was pretty cool to hear the Ducks score song for the first time as well. So that was pretty cool. Anyways, that would make it a 2-1 game. And then moving on to the next Matthews goal of the game by Alex DeBrincat. Again, his second of the game, unassisted, and that would tie the game at 2, and that would be the score at the first period of play. 2-2 tie, really good for DeBrincat. And yeah, DeBrincat so far giving us our offense, which is really good. And yeah, we're even after 1 period. 2-2 tie, not too bad, pretty good period. Moving on to the second period of play. And Team Matthews will get the first goal of the second period be by Mitch Marner. Yes, the first Leaf has scored. Mitch Marner was the first goal for the Leafs. Yeah, first Leafs goal would be by Mitch Marner. The assist would be by Clayton Keller and Austin Matthews himself. And that gave Team Matthews a 3-2 lead. Also, we played Panama, which was really good. Oh, man. Panama sounded really good in this game as well. Because they actually did add extra speakers. I did notice that. There was actually extra speakers they added. So it sounded a little bit louder, and that made it really good. Honestly, it sounded really good. It would have been nice to hear Hall & Notes. Actually, we did hear Hall & Notes a little bit. Because they played the goal, and then for some reason they actually had the Hall & Notes song, which is pretty funny. That was hilarious, actually, before the game as well. But anyways... Yeah, so Marner from Keller, Matthews 3-2. Moving on to the next goal. That'd be by Team Hughes again. Be by Elias Pettersson from the Canucks. Assist be by Vetrano and Kucherov. That tied the game at 3. That's unfortunate. We just had a goal. Now they get back. And then moving on to the next goal of the game. Be by Team Matthews again. Be by Philip Forsberg. Yes, Philip Forsberg. Got to hear the National Sun for the very first time. And honestly, National Sun, oh man. I love the National Sun. I can honestly respect the Predators a little bit more now after hearing that song. I'll tell you that right now. But Philip Forsberg get the goal to put Team Matthews up ahead. And the assist be by Trocheck and Barzal. And that give it a 4. And give Matthews a 4-3 lead. So really good. Now we're up. Really good. Moving on to the next goal of the game. Be by Team Hughes again. Be by Brady Tkachuk. Yeah, I had a little bit of history with him, with that 6-2L. So I do remember him pretty well. Assist be by Hughes and Kyle Connor. And that tied the game at 4. That's pretty unfortunate there. Our Ontario rival, obviously from the Ottawa Senators, Battle of Ontario, at least for Sens. So that's tough. But yeah, anyways, Tkachuk would give Hughes, or tie the game for Team Hughes. And then, once again, Hughes would get another goal. You get the next goal in the game. It'd be by Frank Vetrano again, his second of the game. Assist by Hughes and Connor. And that give it a 5, and that would give Team Hughes a 5-4 lead. Now we're down. Yeah, really tough. 2 goals in a row. And we gotta find a way to climb back from this. But the Team Matthews would end up finding a way to tie the game, and it'd be by Philip Forsberg again. He would get another goal, his second of the game, and the assist would be by DeBrincat and Barzal, and that would tie the game at 5 for Team Matthews. Really good. I honestly really liked what Forsberg has done in the whole All-Star thing, the whole event, the whole game. Really good, man. It was really good. Really good to see. Philip Forsberg doing some good stuff. it was really good to hear the national goal sign as well. I really like the Predators goal sign. It was kind of disappointing that the fans weren't saying, hey, you suck. But, whatever. I guess we don't want to be rude. But, anyways, that's how the game at 5. And that'd be it for regulation. So, 5-5. So, we will go. All right, guys. Now I'll be moving on to the shootout. So, it was 5-5 after regulation in the Hughes versus Matthews game. So, let's move on to the shootout. We're going to do this real quick. So, we'll start with round 1. The first shot would be by Team Matthews. It'd be by Philip Forsberg, and that'd be a save. So, yeah, that's tough. And then Hughes' shot would be by Kyle Connor. That'd be a save as well. And then we're moving on to round 2. Matthews get the second shot for Team Matthews himself, and that'd be a save. Then he was shot be by Kucherov, and then for this shot, for Kucherov's shot, he was giving it to the fans, and that was rough, guys. I mean, if I'm being honest, that was rough. That was rough to see that from Kucherov, but yeah, that'd be a save, thankfully. That was really good. I mean, the fans really cheered after that save, too. And then round three, yeah. It says Hughes, yeah, I think Hughes got the next shot. I don't know. I think I mixed it up for the third round. I don't know. So round three of the shootout, Hughes' shot would be by Pedersen. That'd be a save. And then the Matthews shot would be by Alex DeBrincat. Yeah, Alex DeBrincat would get the shot for Team Matthews, and he would get the goal, giving Team Matthews a 1-0 lead in the shootout, which was really good. So that was really good for DeBrincat again. Basically a hat trick for him in the first game, which was actually really good. Yeah, then moving on to round four, JT Miller would get a shot, and it would be a save. Yeah, it would be a save, and Team Matthews would take the game 6-5 in the shootout. Really good for Team Matthews, Great win, obviously. It was good. I got the first win. Moving on to see Team McDavid. Yeah, Team Matthews would end up advancing to see Team McDavid in the final. Really good. And that was a really good win for Team Matthews. And overall, a lot of goals. Great game, great way to win. And that was a fun game. Alright, guys, so we're going to be moving on to the third game of the All-Star Game afternoon Saturday. So we're going to be moving on to the third game between Team Matthews and Team McDavid, the final. And it would end up being a really good game in the final round as well. And finally, a regulation win for once, because the final score would end up being Team Matthews 7 and Team McDavid 4. And Team Matthews would end up getting the championship. Really huge. I mean, the championship was big, but I'm going to get into my thoughts on that in a moment. But anyways, guys, just get into it. 7-4 win for Team Matthews over Team McDavid in the final. And we'll move on. We'll move into the goals real fast. So I'm just going to do this in rapid fire. I'm not even going to do like reactions after. I'm just going to do rapid fire because this video has been getting too long. So I'm really sorry if this video has been really long, guys. But, it's a different video. I have a lot to say. But anyways, guys, get to it. So we'll begin with the first goal of the game. Be by Team Matthews. It'd be by Clayton Keller from the Arizona Coyotes. It says be by Matthews and Riley. Really good for Keller. That was a good start. So a really good start for Matthews. Get them an early 1-0 lead. And then, unfortunately, Team McDavid tied it up. It'd be by Boone Jenner again. His second of the afternoon. Assist by Suzuki. That tied the game at 1. That's pretty tough. And then moving on to the next goal in the first period. It'd be by Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner, the Toronto Maple Leafs guy. Once again, the second Leafs goal of the afternoon. Second Panama of the afternoon. Mitch Marner. Assisted by William Nylander and Vincent Trocheck. Nylander, Trocheck get the assist. 2-1 Team Matthews. Really good for Mitch Marner, obviously. Second goal for him. Really good 2-1 game for Team Matthews. And moving on to the next goal for Team McDavid by David Pastrnak again. And the assist would be by Leon Draisaitl, and that tied the game at 2. Really unfortunate. And then at this point, guys, this was pretty much a rapid fire. So this would be the first goal of the rapid fire. Pretty much 3 goals in 18 seconds, which is insane. So literally right after the Pastrnak goal, Team Matthews strike right back. Yeah, Team Matthews strike right back. It'd be by Austin Matthews himself. First goal of the afternoon for him. And this used to be by Keller. That making it a 3-2 game for Team Matthews. And then right after that, once again, Team McDavid ends up tying the game. It'd be by Leon Draisaitl. And assist by Connor McDavid himself. And that would tie the game at 3. But good thing that would be the score after the first period. 3-3 tie. Pretty good. Pretty good start. A lot of scoring to begin the final game of this. So, really good start to the first period. Then also during intermission, it was really funny. Just want to say this real quick. The mascots, oh man. The Peaches part, oh my gosh. That was hilarious. The Central Division especially, that was funny. I mean, Atlantic Division ended up getting on top. I think, honestly, if I were to pick my favorite, maybe the Pacific. I really like the YMCA song, so I mean, the Pacific Division may have had me. Even Gritty with the popcorn was hilarious as well. He's throwing it everywhere for the Metropolitan, but personally, I think I probably would have went with the... Actually, you know what? Maybe I would go with the Metro, actually, because they're pretty funny, actually, with Gritty. So, personally, I probably would have went with Metropolitan if I wasn't being biased. But, yeah, anyways, that'd be the score after the first period. Then moving on to the second period, Team Matthews get the next goal in the game by Philip Forsberg. Again, his third of the afternoon. The assist will be by Barzell and DeBrincat. And that making a 4-3 game for Matthews, retaking the lead. Really good for Forsberg. That was really nice to see him score again. 4-3 game for Team Matthews. Then moving on to the next goal by Team Matthews as well. Be by Austin Matthews. Again, himself. and assists be by Keller and Barzell, making it a 5-3 game for Team Matthews. And then moving on to the next goal, it would be the empty net goal for Team Matthews. It would be by Alex DeBrincat, again unassisted, 6-3 game. Pretty much game over at that point, but not quite yet, because Team McDavid ended up getting another goal. One more goal for them be by Thomas Hertl, and the assist be by Draisaitl Suzuki, making it a 5-4 game. And then finally, one more goal for Team Matthews. It would be by Matt Barzell from the Islanders. Kind of tough, to be honest. It was tough having an Islanders player on our team, but you know what? He did pretty okay at the end. And then the assist would be by DeBrincat and Forsberg, making it a 7-4 final. And Matthews taking the championship and the $1 million. And Austin Matthews would win the All-Star Game MVP. Really good for Matthews. Yep. Absolutely amazing. The ceremony at the end, Bill Daly, commissioner and deputy commissioner, I think that's what he is. But that was really cool, seeing the celebration, seeing the pictures, really good. Overall, All-Star Weekend was very fun. I enjoyed it. It was a great time. Had fun. It's too bad that they're not going to be doing it next year. But you know what? Can't wait to see the Four Nations face-off has to offer. So I'll probably be tuning into that. But, it's been really fun. It was a fun weekend. It's tough that it's over, but, it was a fun weekend overall. But, yeah, it was fun. Overall, had a great time, and, yeah, if you guys want to see this hat real quick, really cool, has the All-Star logo and the stars, and, yeah, it's not much else, but, yeah, it's really good. I'm probably never going to wear this hat again after this video is uploaded. I'm probably just going to keep it as a collector's item, so, yeah, I'm probably never going to wear this again, but, yeah, it's definitely going to be a memory for sure. Core memory I'm going to remember for a long time, this All-Star Weekend, an event and game, and everything that happened. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to do it, guys. And that's going to wrap it up. So if you guys enjoyed, I want you guys to please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, hit notifications, leave your comments down below if you guys have any thoughts on the overall All-Star Weekend. If you guys are at the fair, if you guys are at the skills competition, what you guys thought about that. And yeah, the fanfare, the All-Star Thursday, and the game. Feel free to leave in the comments section below. I'd like to hear you guys down there. And that's what it's going to do it, guys. So have a great day, guys. I'll see you guys next time. And I'm also hoping that the Leafs do well for the second half of the season. So best of luck to Leafs. Obviously, I can't really wish the best of luck to Team Matthews. I would have, but I mean, it's only a one-game thing. But yeah, overall, All-Star was really good. It was fun. Hopefully, they'll do something like that again. Maybe in like 20 years, we'll see. Maybe 20 years from now, I'll be doing this again. But yeah, it would be fun if I could do it again. But anyways, guys, that's what it's going to do, guys. Have a great day, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. So, goalies go! And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out!